Okay. Now, Mr. Gleeson, in your written submission, you've told the world that the attorneys sought your advice. I think it was on same-sex marriage and on some Migration Act. Is it appropriate for you to tell the world what the Attorney General is asking for your advice on, regardless of what the Attorney General may do with your advice? But is it appropriate for you to do that as a barrister under your professional code?
In the circumstances, what I did was appropriate, and I'll explain why, Senator. First of all, I provided a submission, not to the world, I provided it to a committee of the Parliament. That committee decided whether to release it. Secondly, Senator, more to the point, the Attorney General of the Commonwealth of Australia has now made a series of public statements that it was my letter of the 12th of November 2015 which precipitated and explained the meeting of the 30th of November, and that the attorney was responding to the matters in my letter of 12 November, and that the direction he gave was a response to those matters, and that letter was doing no more than asking for a discussion about... No, Senator, please do not interrupt.
Sorry, you're here to answer questions, not to go off on a tangent of your own. My question was, is it appropriate for you... Well, Chair,
Senator Macdonald,
you have to tell the witness that this is not an opportunity for him to express his bile about anything, but simply to answer the questions put to you. Now, the question was it appropriate for you to tell the world, through a Senate committee which you knew politically would end up in this, that you'd given advice on same-sex marriage and Migration Act? Is it appropriate?
I don't accept the premises of your question. My conduct was appropriate. And I'll explain why, if you wish to allow me to explain.
I've asked you the question. Was it appropriate? You've said no.
Senator Macdonald,
thank you. Now I'll move on.
Senator Macdonald, can you just pause for a moment? I just need to remind you of Privilege Resolution 1, which is that your dealings with witnesses need to be conducted with respect and courtesy.
I always give witnesses the respect they deserve, Madam Chair. Now, I will move on to another...
Senator Macdonald?
Yes?
Could I address a matter...
To the privilege resolution?
Could I address a matter to the Chair?
I'll move on to another matter.
Could I address a matter to the Chair? The Senator has just misrepresented the answer I gave. What the Senator said a moment ago, and the Hansard will record it, was his summary of our interchange was he asked if my conduct was appropriate, and I said no. What the Senator just said to this committee was wrong. What I said to the Senator was that I did not accept the premises of his question. My view was that my conduct was appropriate and that the Senator had interrupted me and prevented me from fully answering his question, and I was available to fully answer that question if I was given the opportunity.
You've answered it, thank you. You've said it, your actions were appropriate. That's your answer.
You have the call to ask the next question.
Now I'll move on to another issue.
Thank you, Mr. Gleeson, for clarifying that. Senator Macdonald, you have the call for your next question.